Like Rodman, Fendi flip flops, like Batman. None of them, just none of them, just left church, I'm wildin', Poppy round Rolex diamonds, Rolex diamonds, She don't wanna leave, she vibing. I just left church, I'm wildin', Fendi.
It's the 2K Sports pregame show.
Hey everybody, this is the NBA on 2K Sports. Tonight, the Los Angeles Lakers squaring off against the Philadelphia 76ers.
The Staples Center, downtown Los Angeles, and the freeways of LA, all painting the picture just where we are tonight. And with pregame routines coming to an end, well, a lot riding on it. Thanks, David. Look at the 76ers starting group. The tall lineup out there for the 76ers. Simmons, Richardson, Harris, Horford, and Embiid. And for the Lakers, Green and LeBron at the 2 and the 3. Up front, it's Kuzma and Davis. And it's Rondo in at the point guard position. Richardson with it. He's picked up by Rondo. And Simmons slams it in.
Well, you can't give up this kind of positioning, not to a guy like Simmons. I mean, all you're asking for is to get burned if you do.
Well, maybe not the most well-known player in the league, but Josh Richardson has been a big source of offense, and Greggy's done it for a while now.
A bit of a specialist, but Richardson has no problem putting up and making threes.
You've got to keep this guy away from the basket. I mean, that's about as easy as it gets for LeBron.
And here's Richardson. On the wing, Harris. 76ers with the new shot clock. And Embiid throws it down.
And just scrapes and claws for that offensive rebound and doesn't take any chances there with the putback.
And GA, strong work all around. And the rebound and the stuff both. Wow.
Yep, he stayed with it all the way and got his reward at the end.
And the GOAT conversation. LeBron has said his motivation is to surpass Michael Jordan as the greatest of all time. Greg, what do you think he needs to do to bolster his case?
I think for the naysayers, the obvious answer is more rings. You look at the other numbers, including those 8 consecutive finals appearances, LeBron is in the discussion.
And LeBron James, Clark, climbing the all-time scoring list, last season passing Michael Jordan. This season, Kobe Bryant. Clark, any chance LeBron someday passes another Laker great, Kareem Abdul-Jabbar, for the most career points in NBA history?
I think it's simply a matter of his health, because if he stays healthy, then it's not if, but when. By the time his contract runs out, guys, in 2022, he'll be right in that neighborhood of my all-time favorite player, and I think the greatest player to play is Kareem Abdul-Jabbar.
And here in the first, closing in on 2 minutes played. And they double up James. Good work defensively by Horford.
Well, that's a good player missing from point-blank range. That's one you got to convert.
Simmons on the wing. Back to Horford. Over Rondo. Horford, no luck.
You're not going to see that very often. Plenty of space, but he just, let's face it, he whiffs on that one.
The drive by James. That's good, and it's his 4th basket of the game. He's a strong 4 for 6.
Just make sure you keep getting him touches. I mean, you love what he's doing at the offensive end. Don't go away from it.
Got that bucket in no time at all. Harris has got his 2nd basket of the night.
Well, I tell you what, I love the unselfishness of Ben Simmons. This guy delights in setting up his teammates, and if they're open, they get the ball.
And defensively, they are on their heels every time the ball comes inside.
Yeah, I think they've got to ramp up the aggressiveness, Greg. I mean, if they don't, things are just going to get worse from here.
Just over 2.5 minutes played here so far in the first quarter. And Simmons slams it in.
The slash ability of Simmons, really creating havoc for the defense with his aggressive, cutting mentality.
Up again. Great positioning on the putback.
Great job of crashing the offensive glass. He stayed with it. That's hard-nosed, tough basketball.
The 76ers trail by 3. From 10 feet out, misses off the left iron. And it's Kuzma with the ball for the Lakers.
And the feeling has been that the Lakers needed to acquire more veteran talent to put alongside LeBron, and they've done just that.
And, you know, time is creeping up on LeBron. He turns 35 this season. Really, for the Lakers, the time is now if they're going to compete to get him another ring and perhaps themselves another banner.
For Los Angeles, they've gone 8 of 11 in the first quarter. They'll take that percentage any night. Oh, and the jam by LeBron.
Tell you what, just add that one to the highlight reel. James is truly one of the greatest slam dunkers of all time.
76ers have gone 6 of 9, shooting it well. And there's the pass to Embiid. High post shot. Kuzma pulls it in.
I guess even he has to miss one of those once in a while.
Some solid defense from Harris.
That is some tough defense there against one of the better finishers in our game.
Richardson, no luck.
And he did everything he could to make that shot as difficult as possible.
And you know what, guys? That will pump him up because he takes a ton of pride in what he does on defense.
Just so resourceful as a player. Davis gets the job done inside in all sorts of ways, and that's one of them right there, crashing the offensive glass, getting that set.
Oh, what a finish!
Good. Really can't let Simmons get going off of these dunks. I mean, his confidence just rises when he slams it down like that.
So timeout called here, the first for Los Angeles.
Boy, the Sixers have come a long way in a short period of time. I mean, 2 years after finishing as the 4th worst team in the league, guys, they came within a few points of making the Eastern Conference Final.
And it's a completely new group for Los Angeles. Philadelphia also making some changes. Kyle O'Quinn is checked in for Embiid. Jonah Bolden comes in for Al Horford. And Smith subbed in for Richardson. Simmons passes to O'Quinn, and O'Quinn slams it in.
And Simmons is just a complete package, a player that can really drop dimes to his teammates.
And this Sixers team has championship aspirations. Clark, can they make it out of the East, you think?
Yeah, I think this Sixers team, guys, is very much capable of being an Eastern Conference champion. I mean, we forget about all the midseason trades they had a season ago. They didn't have a lot of time to ferment and gel. I think with a full season, training camp and a full season, with the players they have, they're going to be a force in the East for several years.
McGee inside, guarded by Simmons.
And not allowing the shooter even an inch of breathing room on that one.
And, guys, that's exactly the kind of high-impact defense they want to see out of him.
You know what? Sometimes something good can come out of a bad possession.
Los Angeles has gone 0 of 2 from deep here. It's going to be out of bounds. Los Angeles will retain possession. Here's Cook. And again, no good by the Lakers. Here's Harris. And O'Quinn kicks to Smith. Can't tie it up as that one misses. Good if it goes. And he got that one up in time, but doesn't go in. And a high-scoring first quarter. Both teams really filling it up. Los Angeles on top, leading by just 2. Al Horford was born in the Dominican Republic, and he talked about why he gravitated towards
coming from a place where,
wanted to follow in his father's footsteps.
And what a career. College championships at Florida, an all-star in the NBA. I think he made the right choice.
And buenas noches, basketball fans. It's Latin night here on 2K Sports. And you might have noticed the custom jerseys worn by the players. All right, we'll take a look now at how the points have been generated so far. A scoring breakdown for the Lakers.
Well, I like the fact they've already been getting a lot of high-quality shots in the paint.
Yeah, the other thing, though, is they have attacked in the open floor. They're definitely getting a lot of easy ones that way.
So to begin the second quarter for the Philadelphia 76ers, Smith and Harris are out on the wings. Then there's Ben Simmons. Then there's Kyle O'Quinn. And it's Bolden in at the 4 slot. Keeps it alive. Cousins on the follow. And the Lakers lead by 5.
He is just a monster on the boards. And with those soft hands Cousins has, he's going to turn those offensive rebounds into putbacks almost every time.
Stripped away. Okay, well, let's go down to David Aldridge for a report from the sideline.
Well, Kevin, DeMarcus Cousins suffered an Achilles injury, and it was a major setback for him, but it was also an eye-opener. Cousins said, any given day could be your last day playing, and all the celebrity, all the fame ends. My love for the game has grown, but at the same time, I want to be more than just a basketball player. Kevin, challenges can put anything into perspective.
Thank you, D.A. Clark, there are a lot of great playmakers in this NBA that sometimes we don't talk about or under the radar.
Yeah, there are. Again, so many outstanding players in a league of 30 teams. But, you know, Drew Holiday has been outstanding as a big playmaking guard, as good scoring the ball as he is playmaking. Draymond Green, not a guard, but makes decisions and passes the ball like a high-level guard and is extremely valuable in that Warriors attack. Those two guys are a little bit undervalued for their ability to make their teammates better.
Good point. And Los Angeles with some changes. Davis is checked in for Cousins. Kyle Kuzma comes in for Troy Daniels. Rajon Rondo subbed in for Quinn Cook. Then for the 76ers, Embiid, he's checked in for Kyle O'Quinn. And Josh Richardson subbed in for Jonah Bolden.
Can't allow Embiid to hurt you like that. I mean, he's very gifted at finishing on the drive.
Here's Bradley. And Joel Embiid pulls it down. The 76ers trail by 7. The drive by Smith. A rebound by the Lakers. Davis has got 4 rebounds now tonight. And Bradley gets it to go on the assist by McGee.
Attacking in transition, the most consistent way to generate easy looks.
Yep, exactly. And if there's any opportunity for early offense, you've got to push it and push it every time.
Here's Davis. And it's McGee with the jam.
Yeah, you know, with his size and presence in the post, McGee has a lot of value on the offensive glass.
And here's Simmons. He'll bring it up for Philadelphia. Pass to Embiid. And Davis sends it back.
They have been board dominant in this game. That's definitely been a factor in crafting this huge lead.
And it's been a well-rounded performance. I mean, strong rebounding has certainly been at the center of it, but it's been good on a number of levels.
And not hard to see why they're on the bad end of this run, just not doing the job on that defensive backboard.
Simmons passes to Scott. Another miss by Philadelphia. Here's the Lakers with the ball. They're on a 15-4 run. Here's Davis, and he lays it straight in. Davis has got 6.
And this has been a great job of just getting into the middle of that defense and really scoring effectively from the paint.
And so the ball out of bounds. Davis touched it last. And coming into this season, questions about whether the Sixers could retain their star players. Well, Greg, they shuffled the decks, but they still have great talent.
Swapping in Al Horford for Jimmy Butler, Josh Richardson for J.J. Redick. The Sixers still in the mix to come out of the East.
Here's LeBron. Lays it up off the glass. 18 points for him.
Well-rounded effort, and they show no signs of letting up.
Almost no holes in their performance tonight. They've been tremendous.
And the 76ers decide to take their first time out here.
And, you know, quite a bit of turnover for the Lakers in recent years, guys, from the front office to the coaching staff. I think it's always important for an organization to have a common voice to speak in stereo and have everybody in proper alignment from the top down to the court.
Green, he's checked in for the Lakers. Richardson the pass to Smith. Kuzma pulls it in. Kuzma's got 4 rebounds now tonight. LeBron has doubled. And a bit of a battle here for the ball. The official signals a jump ball here. And as the Lakers have looked to fill positions, Clark, a real affinity for candidates with the Lakers' history.
Yeah, you know, that's exactly right. They view it as a family, but here recently they've expanded their options and have looked outside of past Laker pedigree in terms of filling some key spots, which is part of what you have to do if you're going to move forward and be successful.
If you give him an inch of space, he's going to make you pay.
Davis dishes to James. Outside, Green. Fires for three. Hits the three-point bomb. Green's got his first 3 points of the game.
And Green is a world-class sniper, laser, an excellent shooter. Great at getting his puppy set on these shots from deep.
The drive by Smith. Inside, Embiid. Chalk up two there. Embiid's got his third bucket of the night.
Watch out now. When this guy gets into a rhythm, it is something to behold.
Here's LeBron. Kuzma. And Kuzma stays with it. And the Lakers lead by 18.
They've shown some strength in the paint today. Their work on the boards has been impressive.
Guys, that's putting it mildly. I mean, they've been absolutely dominant.
Richardson against James. Great D that time from Davis. And finished off by LeBron.
So special and exciting to watch greatness. LeBron James tonight playing at the highest level.
And stolen by LeBron. And finished off by LeBron.
That's a double whammy, guys.
That's right. A great defensive play, then the emphatic stump.
Well, turning defense to offense, we talk about it all the time. Try to hit your opponent at the other end before they can set up the defense.
Richardson finds Horford. Embiid with it. James covering. The shot's good. 8 points for Joel Embiid.
Well, he's got so much in his package on offense. Embiid just knows how to score the basketball.
James looking it over. And so it's Los Angeles, controlling the game and finishing the quarter with a 20-point lead. The scoring has been tremendous, and they are shooting lights out with very high accuracy. And now let's catch up with David Aldridge, who's standing by from the sideline. All right, Dave.
Thank you, Kevin. Here with Kentavious Caldwell-Pope. And Kentavious, you guys were getting a lot of offensive rebounds in the first half. How important was that?
Oh, man, that is important, man. We got to keep them off the glass. We can't get them second shot, and we got offensive rebounds too as well. Get us some second chance at the basket and just keep working hard.
Well, you made it work in the first half, KCP. Thanks a lot. Back to you, Kevin.
Okay, David, much appreciated. And now time for halftime. So we'll be back in just a bit to get the third quarter underway.
It's the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hey, everybody. Good to see you back here on our halftime show. Well, actually, we can't see you, but you can see us, but you get it. Ernie Johnson, Kenny the Jet Smith, Shaquille O'Neal. You're watching the NBA on 2K Sports. LeBron James putting in some incredible work. He ended up with 22 points, 2 rebounds, and 2 steals. He's been in the midst of some incredible games lately, and tonight, he's got it going again. And let's get your thoughts, Kenny, on the Lakers.
What's clear so far is LeBron's combination of power and athleticism is still largely unmatched. Whether he's operating with the back to the basket, driving, in transition, his physical superiority usually wins out.
And over to Shaq. What did you think about Philadelphia?
Well, they struggle in a number of areas. Protecting the rim is really at the top of the list. They haven't made that a priority. They haven't put forth a whole lot of effort. You got to protect the rim.
And that should do it with the second half about to begin.
And with a big gap on the scoreboard, the second half begins with very different goals for these teams. One side trying to mount a comeback, one side trying to protect their lead. What can you say, LeBron James? What an impressive effort today.
No problems fighting his way to the rim in this one. A lot of points in close.
Yeah, you know what, guys? They gave him too many free runs to the hoop in the first half. I think they've got to be a lot tougher on him. Body him up. Be physical with him.
Up front, it's Kuzma and Davis. Green and LeBron at the 2 and the 3. And it's Rondo in at the point. That's the Laker 5. Embiid against Davis. Takes a 3. And it's Philadelphia with the rebound. Harris has got 4 rebounds now tonight. And wrestling for it there, but no one has possession. We'll have a jump ball. So it's Philadelphia now. Los Angeles leading by 20. Well, it was speculated all of last season and shortly after the finals ended that Anthony Davis had his wish fulfilled by getting traded to the Lakers.
And Davis and LeBron make as scary a duo as you can think of in the NBA. Missed out on some of the other marquee free agents, but AD will get a plethora of looks playing alongside LeBron.
The shot, no good.
Clearly out of rhythm now, guys. I mean, just 1 for 5 to begin the second half.
Pass to Embiid. Outside, Simmons. And they double up Embiid. Passes to Horford. 6 on the shot clock. Here's Richardson. The shot's good on the assist by Horford. Richardson's got his second basket of the game.
An elite distributor for a big man. Horford is the kind of guy you want to play basketball with.
Simmons on the wing. He's covered by Rondo. And that one's good. Simmons.
No doubt about it. He has done a ton to help his team, but he's going to have to do even more if they want to have a chance to get back in this one.
Kuzma passes to Davis. Back to Kuzma. Nice ball movement here by the Lakers. Another miss by LeBron.
You know, he looks a little off-kilter to me this quarter, still trying to find his rhythm.
And he makes that one. 15 points for Tobias Harris.
And it just seems that every pass they make is leading to a score. Just great ball movement.
Simmons with it. He's picked up by Rondo, and Simmons slams it in.
The quickness, the size, the speed of Simmons, captivating, especially when he's dribbling the rock.
Here's James. And so it looks like the Lakers will retain possession here. And the Lakers making a change here. Cooks checked in. Then for the 76ers, Kyle O'Quinn comes in for Joel Embiid. And Jonah Bolden subbed in for Al Horford.
And with that one, it ends an 11-0 run by the Sixers.
Here's James. Fouled in the act of shooting. Gets the bucket anyway, so a three-point play chance for him.
Weight room muscle on display there. James, even when he gets hit, he can still score.
This trip is his second to the free throw line in this one. Clark, a big part of your game was rebounding. You controlled the glass so well. What's one thing you would tell young viewers if they wanted to improve their rebounding?
You know, I'm a little bit out of the norm here, but the biggest thing to me for rebounding is pursuing the ball. Boxing out is important, but pursuing the ball and good timing are the most important elements of rebounding. And that's what I would have players focus on. Pursue the ball. You know, even after the trade from the Clippers to the Sixers, he continued to produce. I mean, everybody figured that Tobias Harris would have a good season last year heading into free agency, and he didn't disappoint.
They've hardly needed anyone else today to get out to this lead. I mean, he's provided almost all of their offense.
Simmons looking around. Richardson with it. He's picked up by LeBron. And O'Quinn kicks to Richardson. Uncovered. The Lakers with the rebound. Kuzma's got 6 rebounds in the game. And Harris, with his strong play last season, got a big payout because of it.
Yeah, and I think he earned it. And he'll continue to work hard to live up to the contract. But more importantly, I think he wants to be the best he can be, and that'll be his focus. And he'll have to adjust to teams adjusting more to trying to slow him down.
Here's Bolden. He's been quiet so far. Still no points in the game.
That's a surprise. I mean, really out of character for him to miss when the defense is not right up on it.
A putback. It's hauled in by Harris.
You know, even though they have the lead, you can tell he's frustrated with himself that he's not doing more.
And Davis sends it back.
Boy, I tell you what, Davis uses his length so well. I mean, a defensive stalwart who holds his ground, and because of his timing and length and athleticism, he's an excellent shot blocker.
And guys, let's get your take on the hustle stats for the Lakers.
Their defense has been outstanding, closing out on shots and blocking a few as well.
They've been firing on all cylinders in the transition game, too. I mean, they've really run the break well.
Here's what the Lakers are going with right now. DeMarcus Cousins is checked in for Kyle Kuzma. Caldwell Pope comes in for Danny Green. And it's Troy Daniels in for Quinn Cook. Timeout called the 76ers.
And the lack of rim protection, top of the list.
Yeah, you know, just look at the numbers, guys. I mean, they are being taken to the woodshed in the paint.
Bradley's checked in for LeBron. Richardson finds Simmons. Over Bradley. No good from Simmons. Here are the Lakers with the ball. It's a 12-2 run here. Good pace.
And the Lakers last season going against the grain to surround LeBron James with playmakers, not shooters, and many criticized that move.
And, you know, guys, you look at it, LeBron is at his very best with the ball in his hands, which means he needs room to attack the lane. It's clear that a course correction was needed.
Scotty's checked in for the 76ers. Here is Harris. He's got 17. Richardson, no luck. 59 seconds left to play in the third. Here's Davis. And Philadelphia grabs the miss.
Boy, just cannot buy a bucket, guys. I'll tell you what, that's a painful quarter for him, and it's painful for me to watch, too.
Simmons inside. Cousins is there.
And all you got to do is look at the rebounding margin as to why they hold the lead.
And you know what? That tells the story in a lot of games, guys. And here you go. It's telling the story tonight, too.
Guys, they're looking for a way to score here.
Yeah, they've had a tough time taking the lid off.
And a wide open look for Simmons. Another miss by Philadelphia.
Boy, you can just see the frustration growing on their faces. Nothing going their way.
You know, guys, no denying it's been a rough patch here. I think they've got to run whatever is best in their playbook to get a good shot.
And how about Cousins? Just reading it perfectly off the rim to send it home.
Bolden, good. 6 seconds left to play in the third. The three from Bradley. No good on the last second attempt there. And so it's Los Angeles, holding a very comfortable 25-point lead as the quarter comes to a close. Barring a disaster, it would appear they've got this game in the bag. Back right after this. And as we head into the fourth, we'll see if there's a comeback in the works or if it's more of the same from the first three quarters. And so it's Neto with the ball. He'll bring it up for the Philadelphia 76ers. So on the floor for Philadelphia. Scott is out there with Ennis. Then it's Smith. And it's Bolden in at center. And the basket is good. Neto's got his first bucket of the night.
How good is that? I mean, he can make a defender look foolish at times.
And here's LeBron outside. Philadelphia's gone 3 of 7 tonight from three-point territory. Now the pass to Bolden. Jacks up a three. A rebound by the Lakers. James outside. And foul on the shot. He'll shoot 2 at the free throw line. And Greg, when you evaluate Avery Bradley, the offense isn't what it once was, but the defense is certainly still there.
Yeah, Bradley has struggled with the scoring in recent years, but defense, that does not go cold. Still a menace to ball handlers, and his reach and length can suffocate perimeter players.
And the 76ers making a change here. Embiid, he's checked in for James Ennis. Horford comes in for Mike Scott. Josh Richardson's checked in for Smith. And Simmons subbed in for Raul Neto. And it's Simmons penetrating. And he drops in the layup off the glass.
You know, what touch from the Australian native, Ben Simmons. I mean, he's so good at staying under control, even when facing physical contact.
Richardson gets a wide open look. The basket good off the assist from Simmons. Simmons got assist number 7 for him tonight. Los Angeles leading by 18. Here's LeBron. And foul on the shot, so he'll get a chance at the line. That one on Horford.
And this summer, a 5-year, $170 million max contract extension for Ben Simmons. The Sixers didn't want to give him any cause to look elsewhere. A great talent, but the hope with that kind of money is that he'll develop that jump shot.
Tobias Harris is checked in for Philadelphia.
Man, what a pass that was there. He really relishes making the game easier for his teammates.
Timeout called the Lakers.
Well, you look at Ben Simmons and that great body of his and the skills of a guard. That is an incredibly unique combination.
And Los Angeles with some changes. Davis is checked in for Cousins. Kyle Kuzma comes in for Caldwell Pope. And Quinn Cook subbed in for Troy Daniels. And Clark standing 6'10". Has there ever been a player Ben Simmons' size or bigger who could handle and pass like this?
I really don't think so, Kevin. Obviously, LeBron is 2 inches shorter and probably 15 pounds heavier. Giannis is more of a scorer than a passer and facilitator. Magic Johnson was the first of the true 6'8"-ish point guards. He might be the closest when you look at Ben Simmons, but man, he's special because of that size and passing ability.
Strong work for him at the offensive end, helping them to maintain that lead.
And there's the foul. It's on Quinn Cook. That's his first foul. Here's Simmons. The shot's good on the assist by Horford. Simmons got 4 this quarter.
Yeah, these defenders just looked a bit overmatched, especially inside.
From deep, James. And Embiid pulls it down. Embiid's got his 7th rebound of the game with that last one. Here's Simmons. It's good. That's 8 baskets for him now. 8 for 15 shooting.
No idea what they were thinking there defensively. I mean, that's a shot he makes often.
For the 3. The Lakers rebound.
Oh, tough play underneath there to give them another possession. Just what they were hoping for. A little more time off the clock.
Here's Davis, and it's Davis finishing it off. Great game for him. Double-double down. 10 points and 12 rebounds.
How about the leaping ability of Davis? Easily gets off the ground to throw it down. And he's a quick jumper and decision maker.
And the dunk by Embiid.
Now flying high and throwing it down with the one-hander.
One of his favorite moves right there, guys.
Does it as well as anybody, fellas. Tremendous skill while in the air.
Richardson attacking. So it's Richardson with the jam.
You have to love the unselfishness on display there. Excellent passing.
And here's James. He'll bring it up for the Lakers. They lead by 14. Here's Kuzma. Knocks down the 10-footer. Mark, you were so good at such an early age in your basketball career. At what point did you personally realize just how far the game could take you.
You know, it really resonated with me, Kevin. I think at a summer basketball camp at Miami of Ohio, when some of the better campers, high school campers, were asked to play with the college guys at night. And then during pickup games in my hometown of Cleveland with some of the Cleveland Cavaliers, Jim Jones and the late Terry Furlow and Mike Mitchell, and being able to compete somewhat with those guys at 15 and 16 years of age, and having them encourage me to keep going and that I'd have a chance to do what they were doing at the time, which was play pro ball.
And the Lakers call time here. They're leading by 12. A minute 42 left to play in the final quarter. And now let's present our Jordan Player of the Game, LeBron James.
And what an amazing ball game we've seen from him. It's been a one-man show worth the price of admission all by itself. There wasn't anything he couldn't do on that court tonight.
What a connection he has to these fans. They love him here. And the more he has games like this, the deeper that connection gets.
And every now and then, Rondo will surprise you with the occasional triple, showing it off there with range.
And that one, good. And that's now 18 points for Ben Simmons.
And you're going to take as many of those high percentage shots as you can get.
Shoots a fader. Dudley the pass to James. And they double up James. And Joel Embiid pulls it down. The 76ers trail by 13. Here's Harris. Basket made. That gives him 7 field goals in 13 tries.
You know, we talk a lot about athleticism, guys. It's important. And right there, Harris used his well to create for himself.
That is just a careless turnover. You've got to be smarter in those exchanges.
Down low, Horford dishes to Simmons. The putback, and it's Horford with the extra effort.
There you go. Relentless pursuit of the ball. I love it. He never stopped working.
And James with the basket on the assist by Rondo. LeBron's got 41.
And we'll just watch the clock wind down, guys, in what will turn out to be a win here for the Lakers.
They never settled for mediocre shots.
And Kevin, they had great penetration this time out.
The one player that really stands out, of course, in this one, it was a dazzling game for LeBron.
He was extremely efficient offensively, got good looks, and really knocked down big shots all game long.
52 seconds left here in the fourth quarter. Simmons against Rondo. Simmons the bounce pass. And the dunk by Embiid.
You can appreciate the fight now, but it isn't how they came into the game.
Yeah, you know, I agree with you. They waited too long to finally ramp themselves up.
Guys, you've got to think a basket here would seal it.
No question. That would be all she wrote.
Here's James. And the Lakers with another miss. 8-second difference between the shot clock and the game clock. Out of bounds, the Lakers will take possession.
And that's just another mistake. I mean, they've got it on autopilot, and they look totally dejected.
26 seconds left in the fourth quarter. That one goes in.
They made the most of their opportunities, looking comfortable and locked in throughout the night.
Boy, they've given their fans plenty to cheer about, that's for sure. Effort, skill, coaching, you name it, they've done it.
And O'Quinn kicks to Korkmaz. Pass to Thibault. He tries for 3, and the foul on Kyle O'Quinn. That's his first foul. James outside. It's in.
And it's just competing, you know, giving your best when it matters most.
Yeah, you know, once they got victory in their view, a huge injection of energy and a great run to finish it off.
And so it's the Lakers taking care of business here. A confident win, and one where they clearly showed the greater effort.
Yeah, I mean, it was a solid performance, particularly here at home. And I think they built off that edge of being here and play with just a little more confidence than their opponent.
And now we'll send it over to David Aldridge, who is standing by courtside. David.
Thank you, Kevin. LeBron, were you satisfied with the team's performance tonight?
We got a very good team, but in order for us to continue to improve, we have to go out and we have to defend, we have to play for one another, and we have to be selfless. You know, it's not about the individual, it's about the team, and if we all give in to what the team needs to do to be better, then we'll be okay.
It is a work in progress, LeBron. Thanks for your time. Kevin?
Thank you, David. Great interview once again. And that'll wrap it up, folks. For Clark Kellogg, Greg Anthony, and David Aldridge, this is Kevin Harlan along with our terrific 2K Sports crew, thanking you for tuning in. We'll see you next time